is just you got to kill off the catapult wave, and then you can consider maybe going back, farming up the jungle, leaving mid to a support, or even starting to make a rotation. I think probably the best rotation for the Conquer is down bottom as soon as Rapido has the Exo. Who might be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, top lane. In fact, it's going to be Ken that finds first blood. Beautifully done. Coming out of the Slark is able to get his first essence of the game.
I'm just thinking, like, you don't really want to be leaving this lane.
Ken can turn this on Wummy. He's got the pounce up shortly. He's going to be able to land it before the swashbuckle. Ken, he wants a high five. Lovely done. Gets a double kill. A couple of tips for good measure. A
little bit of extra lockdown.
Again, XERXIA going to be able to find the invis. JG is going to try and chuck up the boat. He will not be able to continue to chase down Narman. It gives him some run buff to play with for the moment. Beautiful slide dodge of the missile. So Azura, he can still stand toe-to-toe against the Conquer. They'll get their first kill of the game, and they'll get their second as well. As Azura off to a pretty good start now. He's struggled with not being able to get any of the runes, but those 2 kills will well and truly pay off. Wummy's been able to slowly dwindle down the Slark. Of course, he can get the regen, but just showcasing that the Pango can still be a threat onto Slark's life. So Narman's going to rotate, try and offer some extra damage into the tower. Both sides are looking to smoke though. Down bottom, they'll connect first with a smoke on Radiant onto Rapido. Now with no one showing down bottom, it should be obvious that a play's occurring top as Wummy gets a little bit of distance with the swashbuckle, but the Rolling Thunder will not come out. As XERXIA, they are perfect with the chain control, and now this will give them an opportunity to chase down Narman, making sure the Chen will not escape.
Literally the exact same play happening on both sides of the map. The only difference is XERXIA able to get 2 on the back of it. Obviously, Pango, the much more important kill where they need to convert, use more resources to be able to do so. But you just see how quickly Narman drops down. Not quite yet level 6, doesn't have the mech, no escape mechanisms, and yeah, just means that he falls down pretty easily for the +1. Wummy's
top lane, they're going to try and defend this. Arrow connects onto JG. Wummy with the Rolling Thunder follow-up. It's going to split the fight into half, so they can't protect the Conqueror. He gets the ultimate off, but it will not matter. As Army Geniuses bring the full squad to defend their tier 1 tower.
Really, obviously, every time you're up against a Tusk lineup and you're the ones to take the Roshan, you're feeling pretty happy with yourselves.
Seems like XERXIA is setting up to try and defend the tower. Like Lucifer dropping a lane wood. But he's going to be in trouble. Arrow's going to clip. He didn't cast a snowball. So a free kill for Varese to find, and they're going to consider about walking up higher ground here. XERXIA, they need a response.
Yeah, the Bone Boys are still here. They're going to be able to buff up a lot of this early damage that they've got coming through. It's only 17 minutes. Crazy.
Ken, he just completed the center. The jump in, jump out.
Oh,
but now with the death buff, and he hit the arrow. Rapido face checks the arrow, and now with the Rolling Thunder, it'll cover the retreat. But in fact, they're considering about stepping back into the high onto the Emperor, but Slark, he ate the arrow, so Ken wasn't able to follow up. He still gets the pounce over the cliff line. He's going to have another round of the pounce as well. Do they have enough members nearby to be able to protect the Ember Spirit? But the Rolling Thunder's going to fly on 4, but XERXIA, they'll sidestep this instead. Wummy, he turns back to Ken. But a Dark Pack's going to buy in some time, so Ken will escape, but the Ember Spirit, he still goes down, and now they can turn it around. It's off to the left side. They'll catch up to the Chen. They'll also run into the Pangolier. XERXIA, I mean, very similar to last game. They were down and almost out of the count. This game, XERXIA double smoked. Oh, no. Yeah, I hate to see it.
They're at a premium. Pretty quick Roche respawn, only 20 seconds away, so any kind of pickoff that gets found out.
Smoke's not gonna pop and they get the jump in, but Azura, instant use of the BKB, and now they'll turn it around. They'll kill off Lucifer. They know JGB has no BKB. He's got the run buff at least to play spit. They're going to charge on forward. Rapido charges up the X, but the leaping forward as well. They should be able to pop the Ember. The X-Pack, they'll get him. They'll kill off Azura, but they need to stay grouped together on XERXIA, targeting down Wummy for the moment. A swashbuckle out to the left side, but Ken, he says, come back here. You're not getting anywhere. XERXIA, they're now on the Marana as well. 4 members right from the face of the earth, and now XERXIA can go back to the pit.
That double smoke just gave them the extra power C as well.
He's onto the Ember. Double pounces out. The rest of the team's soon to connect, but they're lacking detection. Oh, the repeater was
He went
waiting
back
on his
into mid,
run.
though. They were
They know
waiting.
the BKB's on cooldown as well. Azura's in a little bit of trouble. The follow-up's not going to be there at the moment. Can they secure with a kill still? But off to the left side, one with the Rolling Thunder. It'll buy them some time to retreat, but they still get Azura. And now Ken, he pounces on the high ground. This is looking very reminiscent of game 2.
Yeah, it is.
And that AG are pushing up aggressively, so they're going to back up to the T2 tower. Lucify gets a jump.
Blink dagger on.
The force to
he gets
BKB early
pounced.
on. Ken's going to be able to follow up as well, forcing out another Rolling Thunder at the start of the fight. This is a big victory for XERXIA, because now they can charge on forward, recognizing a lot was expended. He's in trouble for the moment. They'll be able to deal with the gyrocopter, but they need to address the Slark as Ken is onto the Morphling, starting to stack up the Essence. He'll be able to get some distance thanks to the 4-star, but DB's still in trouble. A pounce after safety, they got the X. They can drag DB back, another pounce, and he's okay. The mobility for the Morphling will enable him to escape, but the rest of Army Geniuses, they might not have the same fate. Narman will be chased down. Ken's onto Varize next as well. A double leap back to the high ground.
A lot of stacks.
Look at Ken go, man. He's stolen so many stacks. Nothing to fear on the Slark. Okay.
It's just the Aegis, it's fine.
Oh, he loses his essence though, so it is going to slow down the push a little bit. They should be able to get at least the full set. I guess there's T2's top and bottom as well, so they wouldn't be able to get a second full set of barracks. Oh, some tips. What's going on here?
Hate for Varize coming out here. I don't know about that.
It's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of death timer as well. Maybe now they're thinking, okay, well, we weren't super keen on committing super heavily because obviously the Tusk able to get there for the save.
Isolated. BKB's slow cooldown as well for the Death Prophet. Yeah, they're going to get another kill. They don't have the outpost to be able to TP into repeat. That's an ambitious TP out, and Army Geniuses, they'll kill off 2 stragglers.
Yeah, and they can just look to push on forward immediately. The line's being drawn down mid. You've got
Waveform in the lane. If JJ can get that Hex off, simultaneously down to the right side, though, but the Rolling Thunder's out. There's not going to be follow-up inside the river, though. They're falling low to the north, though. DB, he's in trouble. A Waveform going to be able to reposition. Ken, though, pounces over the cliff line. The Slark lands a stunt. They've got the torrent! JG! What a torrent! Onto 3, and XERXIA instantly swarmed to Army Genius's location. You couldn't have done it any better.
Oh boy, hasta luego indeed. Goodbye is what they're saying right now over to Army Geniuses. I was thinking, Lucifer, you are absolutely insane wanting to go in that deep. But he was just blocking them off entirely.
He's going to be in some trouble as well. Ken's got the full control out of the pounce. He doesn't have a buyback. Ken gives him a tip as well before he dies.
They've got that bottom lane available.
But you've isolated the Morphling, so the rest of the team, they're in trouble. A Slark can charge on forward. Meanwhile, to the left side, they're on the Morph. They still find him. DB pouncing the tree line. He's going to be okay. But Slark, they haven't addressed him for the moment. Changes out into the stun. He's in trouble without no one playing behind him.
The Chen kills him.
They get rid of Ken. No way. And now they can catch up to Teehee. It's the Morphling. Just made so much space, DB. All the time in the world. XERXIA were trying to kill off the Morphling. Ken was on his own little island, and now Army Geniuses, they can get Roche.
You see how much easier life is for DB, though, as soon as the Kunker's dead, right? No Scythe of Vice, no X marks, and it means that if you're able to steal that Slark, the Morph, then you feel immortal. He was able to get away by playing off the back of that. He's just putting his life on the line right now.
Look at Warmy's
This is a great spot. Look at that choke point.
Team fight from Warmy, just bouncing back and forth off any wall that he would ever want. And back inside the pit. DB, he's claimed everything. Army Geniuses, it feels like they're the ones in the lead now. They've got a win condition. Slark ball back. If you kill him again, this game. Instant into the roll-up. Look at the first time onto Ken. The bounce back's not there, the Slark. He should be okay for the moment. The pounce is still on cooldown. Another couple of seconds, Ken. Oh, under the cover of the Depth Shroud, he's out. And now they know that the Rolling Thunder's on cooldown. So this can give a window of opportunity for XERXIA just to target down the Ember. To blow him up, he's going to buy back an instant to rend the back into the Hex
again.
They might be able to bring him down and die back for the Ember Spirit.
Oh my god.
Oh no! This is up to DB now. DB's got to turn this completely
Oh,
around with the
Slug's dead.
Stark. He too dies. And now with the Morphling can turn to Rapido up to the northern side. There's no escape. It's DB against the world. As he looks like he can come out on top. Death Prophet's got a buyback. He'll rejoin. On the other side of the map, Lucify solo kills Varese.
They were nearly able to get that bash through from that. With the ninja gear, you always have the first bit of
Lucify?
information.
Oh my lord, that arrow was so close. There's a DD. Kenny gets it. Stuck inside the river though. Wommy's going to try and move in with the Rolling Thunder. JT with the refresh. The double hex is out. The Morphling's in trouble. Ken is able to lock onto his target. They drag him back to the river. They kill off the Morphling. DB's gone. And now Ken can thrive. Bouncing up to the high gun. He won't have the control
actually have to
for
get
a
this
zero.
bounty.
They might look for Varese.
He's got buyback.
But they've still found the Ember though. Oh, Lucifer, perfect read. They knew exactly where he was. They weren't waiting for him to TP out. Lucifer moves in with the punch. They stop it in
Wommy
its
as
tracks.
well.
And meanwhile, the T4 towers. Rapido almost kills Wommy.
They won't be able to do it though. Arrow though, it's onto the Conquer. Do they full on commit for
DB's
this?
in.
They tried.
In and out he goes. Snowball only onto the illusion. JG's fallen pretty low as well. Wommy on the back line, he's got the Rolling Thunder back up. DB's going to look to follow up. They need to keep tabs on the Conquer, but he's nowhere to be seen for the Hex. Look, deal with the Gyrocopter. They've got the Skadi Storm Rapido as well. And look at Wommy just making space, holding Lucifer out to the right side, but now he needs to follow up to play with DB. They need that extra little bit of control to try and deal with the Death Prophet, but Rapido's just got to TP out. But instantly stopped in its tracks, thanks to the bash from Wommy. That's a dieback on DP as well.
It almost feels like it's
The base. The Rolling Thunder from Wommy.
Can they
They've
kill
been
the
able to
Conquer?
isolate the Slark. They're attempting to bring down Ken, but once again, the Depth Shroud, it's going to be enough to keep him alive. Ken's able to reposition, but DB flies on over, straight on top of the Slark, but it will not matter. Isolated for the moment. He's going to be able to reposition, but they've kited out the Rolling Thunder, and off to the right side, Ember, he's going to be brought down. He's got a buyback to be able to utilize here, so he'll rejoin instantly.
no more buybacks for Army Geniuses. The only ones that have it are XERXIA. They don't have a lot of this time left on the Exo though.
Wommy, you don't have a buyback, sir. Oh no, that's all your control in fights. And now
the
they get
creeps
the
are just
Hex as well
building
into
up.
the Morphling. Lotus Orbit's not going to protect him. It's a little bit too late. Force stuff out. Waveform still caught up for a couple of seconds. One more right click, and they've done it.
Oh no.
XERXIA, they will move on forward in the lower bracket, knocking out Army Geniuses in a thriller of a Game 3.
Just some crazy individual plays as, yeah, big celebrations coming through. High fives all around. They're out of their seats right now. The only one still there is Ken. Cool, calm, collected. He's just like, it's just a...